Previously on One Life to Live.
He was worried sick.
Good. Now I can go back to work.
I'm your daughter. I just never thought that you would deny it like this.
Leave Christian Vega alone.
I can't do that. You see, I have a problem with him now.
I wish that there was no baby. Then maybe we would be a real family.
Kelly, I am exactly where I want to be, smack dab in the middle of nowhere. You know what? And there's a couple of more weeks until the baby comes, and then I'll figure out how I'm going to get back to Lambview to get Star. But I tell you what's most important is that Todd has no idea where I am. And even if he did know, he wouldn't care. Because he still thinks that I'm having Max's baby, and he hates us both. Just a second.
Senora, there's an hombre outside. He won't go away. I think he's muy loco.
Kelly, I'm gonna have to call you back. I gotta take care of... What? I miss you too, and I love you. All right, I'll call you back later. Bye. All right.
Yo, muchacho, no dinero. ¿Comprendo?
Buenos días.
I'll get it.
Hi, I'm not at home. Please leave a message after the beep.
Nora, it's Hank. Call me as soon as you get this, okay?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you say you were going to get it?
That's right.
So why didn't you pick it up?
Because I already know what Hank wants to talk to you about.
And that would be?
Me.
You? Why? He doesn't even know you.
No, and he doesn't want to. Even though he's my father.
Dr. McIver? Troy?
Doctor, what can I do for you?
I'd like to talk to you about some of my patients.
Yeah, sure. Have a seat.
I'm leaving soon, and I'd like for you to take over several of my cases.
Why?
Well, I think you're the best doctor for them, and plus you're a new doctor here, and your patient load isn't full, so...
Well, thank you, but, I mean, why are you leaving the hospital?
Well, I'm not only leaving the hospital, Troy, I'm leaving...
I've been looking for you all night.
You know, Doctor, you actually caught me in the middle of something. Why don't you drop by my office later? I have a few questions for you. Not just relating to those cases.
Okay.
Commissioner?
Doctor. Where were you?
I had a few things I needed to clear up.
I have a few things that I need to clear up, too. Honey, I know the truth about you.
What are you looking at?
My rest of my life.
Oh, yeah, what does it look like?
The rest of my life has long golden hair, and it smiles, even when it's asleep.
I was dreaming.
Like a nice dream?
Yeah. I was dreaming that we were making love under the stars. We were the only two people in the whole world.
You call that a dream?
What do you call it?
Well, we did make love last night.
And yeah, I guess you can call it a dream. A dream called reality.
But we weren't under the stars.
Oh, but the stars were there. You just couldn't see them. It's kind of how I felt before I met you. I knew you were out there somewhere, even though I couldn't see you.
Good answer. But we weren't the only two people in the world.
When we make love, we might as well be the only two people in the world.
What are you doing here?
My job, remember?
I already told you your services are no longer required. I will handle Christian.
Do you understand if word gets out that he is still vertical, that would be very bad for my reputation. That makes Vega my problem. And I'm dealing with it. Permanently.
Hey, come on.
Go, Todd.
Whatever happened
go away.
to Mi casa y su casa? It's okay. Yo soy amigo.
Amigo? I don't think so.
Really? I guess I lose something in the translation.
Well, it's all right. I can deal with this hombre. How's Star?
Oh, Star's great. She's just great, you know. Pretty good, actually. You know, for a kid that came home from school and found out that her mother was gone, completely disappeared, not a trace. No phone number, no address, nothing.
How could I tell Star where I am when I don't know where she is? You won't even let me see her. Where?
She's sleeping now because she was very, very tired. See, she was up half the night crying and screaming and yelling and wondering where the hell you were.
Don't you give me that. Star might be worried, but you're the guilty party in this, Todd, not me.
This is how you handle all your problems, so you just run away? What are you gonna do now? You gonna hold your breath till you turn blue?
Is that why you came all the way down here, Todd? Just so you could laugh at me?
Nah, that's just a bonus. I'm here for Star. She hates you, you know that? She does. She hates you, but she deserves to know where the hell you are in the world.
Because she hates me.
Yeah, well, she needs a point on the globe that she can focus all of her anger on. You know, it's hard to do that without any latitude or longitude.
Todd, why are you here?
So, did you run into a little trouble at the airport?
I didn't have any trouble at the airport.
Really? No pains? Nothing like that?
How would you know? You were there. Were you there?
No.
You were there, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
You had somebody follow me. Someone... God, I should have known.
I want to make sure you were all right. I mean, I don't care, but, you know, Star does. So how you doing?
Bo, there's no more truth about me to know.
There's always more to know about a person.
Well, you know all the important things that I made up an Aunt Louise to try to get you to marry me, and that didn't work, and I'm tired of waiting, and I suppose you're very tired of me right now, so I'm gonna go.
No, wait. I can't let you leave without settling things.
What things?
This isn't the place to talk about it, so would you come home with me?
Well, okay. What have I got to lose?
Doctor, please. I just wanted to say thank you again in person for saving my son's life.
You're welcome.
Well, I'll tell you, Doc, I gotta admit, you're a pretty good doctor. Even if you are the spitting image of that psycho brother of yours.
Is there something that I can do for you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, my husband needs to refill his prescription of his heart medicine.
Well, I'm not your husband's doctor.
Not likely to be either.
Hey, sir.
Larry Wallach's my doctor. Has been for years. He's probably gone fishing or some other damn thing.
Dr. Wallach has been taking some well-earned time off.
Yes, and while he's taking that time off, my husband seems to have lost his pills. Anyway, these are what Dr. Wallach has my husband on.
Who needs those things anyway?
Do you see what I have to put up with? It's a good thing I found an old bottle lying around.
This isn't the kind of medicine you fool around with, Mr. Buchanan.
Yes, I know. My husband wouldn't take his medicine unless I stay after him every day.
Well, it's a good thing for him that you do.
I know. Ace can be cavalier with his life, but I can't be.
Gabrielle, I keep telling you how good I've been feeling lately.
Oh, thanks to your wife. She's the one that's keeping you on the protocol. Now, altering it for any period of time can be very dangerous, Mr. Buchanan. I'm gonna go see what I can do about this prescription, but you make sure he sticks to it, okay?
Oh, I will. Thank you.
Perfect. Doctor says the pills are missing. The next time the bottle turns up, full of poison, covered with Maxie's fingerprints. You are gonna get those things, right?
Yes, of course.
Good. And Max will rot in prison for my murder.
Asa?
Mr. Buchanan to you.
It's jackass to me. I just heard what's going on. Are you two out of your minds?
Do you have class this morning?
Yes, I wish I didn't.
I'll tell you what. After you finish class, instead of going to your dad's, why don't you come back here?
You mean to spend the rest of the day with you?
And the night. And the day after that, and the night after that.
Are you asking me to move in with you?
Why not? Well, we talked about it before. Remember I said you could crash here when it all went down with your mom and that website?
But then my dad kicked her out, so I didn't have a reason.
Well, now you have a new reason. So what do you say?
If word gets out that I've lost my edge, that's bad advertising, RJ.
Look, I've said all along that I did not want Christian killed.
What you want is no longer part of the equation.
What? Look, you are still on my dime here.
That's right. So if I run into any more trouble, I'll know who to blame and what to do about it.
Are you threatening me now? Because that would not only be bad for business, that would be very bad for you.
Just keep it in mind. Well, I can see the timing isn't just right now, so...
No, wait. What are you planning?
A surprise. For you, for Christian. A big surprise.
Tell Star that I love her. And that I miss her. And there will always be a piece of my...
Okay, I didn't come all this way to hear a greeting card. Are you all right or not?
I am fine. I've got a wonderful midwife.
Midwife?
Yes.
Hey, it's the 21st century, Blair. They got these things now. They're called doctors. They work in hospitals.
Paloma is very qualified. And why do you care, Todd? You stepped over me when I collapsed on the floor with contractions.
Ah, you were faking.
Yeah, and then you got a restraining order so I couldn't see my own daughter.
No, I needed to keep Star away from Max.
Well, you know what? Star's not going to live with Max. I'm not living with Max. I have come to Mexico to have this baby where you will never set eyes on it. You got everything you wanted, Todd. So why don't you just turn around and go home and leave me alone? Why do you continue to torture me, huh?
You really think I'm that stupid? Do you really think that I wouldn't figure out the truth?
Hank's your father? That's impossible.
Why?
Because he would have told me. I would have known. I mean, what did your mother say?
My mother said nothing. I found out the truth by myself.
Well, why wouldn't she tell you?
I don't know. I mean, my mother is a good person. I don't know. I have to believe that she must have had her reasons.
Well, you must not have said anything to Rachel, because Rachel would have told me.
I knew Rachel a long time before I found out she was my half-sister.
Okay, Carrie, you have to listen to me. If this is true, Hank did not know about it. He's just not the kind of man that would run away from his obligations.
He knew about it, Nora. I have proof.
What proof?
I have papers, correspondence. That's how I found out about him. That's how I tracked him down. I knew that he would be surprised by this, but I just never thought that he would deny it like he has and refuse to speak to me.
Hank did that?
He wants nothing to do with me.
Okay, I'm sorry, Carrie, but you're just not describing the man that I was married to, the man that I lived with and loved and still love.
Maybe he changed. I don't know. But he's the man who met my mother. He's the man who made me. And now he's the same man who's denying that it ever happened.
Okay, all right. You know what? Maybe we should just all sit down and talk. You, me, and Hank.
There is nothing to talk about. Hank made that very clear to me. And now I'm back where I started. A child without a father.
Oh, God, Carrie, how about if I talk to him?
I can't tell you not to. But I can tell you what to expect. Denial. And now I have to go before I'm late for work. Because I'm not about to let the life that I don't have interfere with the one that I do.
Oh, Carrie, wait. Carrie. Oh. Hank, I wish you'd been here earlier. You just missed Carrie.
I know. I saw her leave.
You're avoiding her?
Look, I just didn't want to see her again before I'd spoken to you. I guess you've already heard her side of the story.
In a word, yes. Man, have you got some splaining to do.
That's what I'm here for, Nora.
Well, she told me that you were her father. I mean, why would she say that?
All right, look. Read this. That should help explain everything.
Blake, Asa and I were just joking.
The man's life is at stake. That's not my idea of funny. I heard Dr. MacGyver ordering new heart medicine for you because you had lost your pills.
What is that to you?
It doesn't matter what it is to me. It's what it is to you. How can you be so careless? Asa, don't you realize that every time you skip a dose, you risk another heart attack?
And if I do? It's my funeral.
Quite possibly. At least when I was married to you, I made sure that you took those pills, whether you wanted to or not. A wife is supposed to care about whether her husband lives or dies.
Don't you dare say anything against Gabrielle. She is the best wife I've ever had. She's the one who dragged me down here for those lousy pills.
Really? How did you change his mind?
Oh, you mean you can't guess? No wonder you're not married to Asa anymore. I'm going to go fill that prescription, darling.
All right, Asa. I know when something's up with you and something's up now. What's going on?
Hello.
Oh, hello, Father.
You seem much more at peace today.
Yes, I am, Father.
So I assume you took my advice, and you aren't going through with your plan.
No, I love my son and his father far too much to let anything happen to him.
Then it's over.
Well, no, not exactly.
So what do you say?
I say, I think I need to go back to my dad's house.
Okay.
And start packing my stuff.
Do you mean it?
Of course. I love you, Christian.
Do you want me to go with you to your dad's and help you out?
I don't know. I'll think about it. I don't really know how my dad's gonna take the news. I always have been Daddy's little girl.
Well, not anymore.
No, not anymore. See you later.
See
here. What the hell are you doing here?
I'm here to save your life. It is time for you to get out of town. And boy, I mean right now. You want me to leave town? Yes, it's highly recommended. Yeah, I bet. And you're concerned about me, huh? No, not at all. But if anything happens to you, your brother will blame me, even if I had nothing to do with it.
That's right. So you better see that nothing happens to me.
Christian, are you really this stupid? I'm telling you that this is beyond my control.
Wait a minute, what was that you just said?
You heard me.
RJ loses control. Since when?
Look, just get out of town if you want to continue enjoying to breathe.
Now, wait a minute. If things are out of your control now, I guess it was a time where they weren't.
Look, you can think what you want as long as you heed the warning.
I'll tell you what I'm thinking. I'm thinking you set that goon on me.
Hank, what a mess.
Yeah, I know. And no matter what I do, somebody is going to get hurt.
How are you doing?
I'm managing. I just never thought that this would catch up to me.
Well, it has. You got to do something about it.
Yeah. But what? I mean, you know, confessing the truth, it's going to turn so many lives upside down. And I tell you, I hated the way Carrie looked at me when I said what I had to say.
Did you?
Yes. Look, I've always respected her mother's wishes. She never wanted this to come out. So is it fair of me to break my word now?
But is it fair to Carrie if you don't? I mean, is that right? Hank, a lot of people told me that I had very good reasons to try and pass Matthew off as Bose, you know? And a lot of people would be hurt when the truth came out. And a lot of people were hurt when the truth came out. But if it hadn't come out, Matthew would never have known his real father. And Sam, I mean, it wouldn't have been right, Hank.
Look, but sometimes you have to keep a secret. When the truth will only hurt more than help.
I don't think it's so in this case. I think you have to do what's right for Carrie. I think you've got to do what's right for yourself, Hank. Can you really live with yourself if you keep the truth from that young woman?
You're right. I have to tell her everything. As usual, you're right again. Thank you for helping me see that.
Hey, you would have seen it on your own eventually, because you're a good man.
Oh, yeah? You think so? Well, I think there's somebody out there who might not agree. I'll see you later.
Bye. Hey.
Why are you and Uncle Ike talking about me?
Why were you listening? We were just talking about how important you are to Mommy and Daddy.
Am I?
Oh, I don't know. What do you think? Yes?
Nora, it's Troy McIver. We're scheduled to meet today.
Are you postponing?
No, actually, I'd like you to come as soon as possible.
It's important.
Well, I never thought I'd see this room again. After this conversation, I won't.
Is this wine?
Oh, I told you that was a patient's medical report.
And I asked you if you were this patient.
And I denied it.
Lindsay didn't.
For once, you believe her?
Fits the evidence.
What evidence?
The way you've been.
Am I a crime scene now?
The only crime would be if we're not honest with each other.
Oh, I'm the only one who hasn't been honest here.
Well, I'm the one that's made it hard for you to be.
What do you mean?
You know, there are all kinds of reasons for keeping secrets, and I guess for lying, too. And maybe some lies aren't as bad as others, but to me, they're all the same. They're unforgivable.
Well, that's only because you've been hurt by so many lies in the past.
Yeah. And you paid the price for that. So when you lied to me, I didn't even want to know the reason, and that was wrong, and I hope you forgive me.
Oh,
But honey, the truth always comes out. So if you're ready to tell me now, I'm ready to hear it.
Well, I guess I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Well,
Bo, I'm dying.
All I'm saying is that it's an excellent time for travel. Why? Because some guy you have nothing to do with is going to do something to me that you don't know anything about? It's for your own good. Gee, RJ, I didn't know you cared. In fact, I know you don't. Well, there is a first time for everything. Maybe. Or maybe you just figured that if roughing me up didn't run me out of town, the threat of something worse will. Well, I hope so. For your good. Forget it. I'm not leaving Landview. Christian, what is in Landview that you can't find in 100 other cities? Only the most important thing in my life. Now, here's the door. Use it. Okay. You just remember that we had this little chat. As a matter of fact, tell your flat-foot brother all about it. Oh, and RJ, I'm gonna have these locks changed one last time. The next time you barge in here, our conversation won't be so civilized. You know, Christian, locks are for honest people, but don't worry. You won't be interrupted again. Not by me. Yeah, it's the machine. You know what to do.
this chart says leukemia. How long have you lived with that?
A while. I diagnosed myself, and now I'm going to see a specialist in New York.
You seem so healthy.
Yeah, well, I've been explaining away the symptoms for some time now. Like the bruise on my arm.
It didn't come from luggage. Why didn't you just tell me the truth?
Because there was so much going on, Bo, you know, with Colin's murder and Sam's trial, and our relationship was a little rocky. I just didn't want to add to it.
But did you think I couldn't handle it, or that I cut and run?
No, I knew you could. It's just I knew that you would have sympathy for me, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted your love, Bo. That's all I ever wanted, and that's what being married meant to me.
Honey, we show our love for each other every day.
I know, and that was good for me then, but it was enough. But not now that I know that I have such little time left. Sounds silly, but I just thought that being married would seal our love for eternity. I tried to give you subtle hints.
Present from Aunt Louise.
And other ones, yes. It just...
Honey, listen, though, they're cures. Aren't there? Are there treatments? Are you sure that...
No, Bo, I mean, you saw the report. Prognosis extremely poor. In doctor's talk, that's snowball's chance in hell. There, you. You have the truth. I'll go.
No, Melanie. Just wait.
Why? Doesn't change anything for us, does it?
Carrie. Hi. Look, I want to apologize about yesterday. But you have to understand, I was caught just a little off guard. I had some time to think, okay? And I do have something to say.
Like, I'm your father? No? Well, then we have nothing to talk about.
Carrie, there's plenty to talk about. There's a lot that you don't know.
Well, I would settle for the truth. But you're not interested, and I have a faculty meeting, so...
Listen, we'll talk later, okay? And I will give you the truth, if you can take it.
You haven't figured out anything, because I can explain the timing.
Okay, the timing with you becoming the next Mrs. Holden while he's still romancing the earlier model? Come on, Blair. I mean, there's no way that you can explain that unless you admit that you're lying.
Well, what would I be lying about, Todd?
I want to marry Max. I love Max. That's why I'm marrying him. Come on, Blair. You're marrying Max to get away from me. That's why you don't care if he sleeps with, well, anything that moves. You never wanted him. And as soon as you figured out the truth, that's when you called off the wedding. You see, the truth is that you still want me.
Some marriages need more work than others. But I hope before you consider divorce, you explore other options.
Oh, Father, I have no intention in becoming a divorcee.
Good for you.
Yeah, a widow, maybe. Oh, Asa, darling, look, I couldn't find the pharmacy anywhere. Why don't we look for it together?
That's a good idea. Let's do everything together. I never want you out of my sight.
Wise precaution. It was lovely to see you again, Renee. We must continue this cat fight another day.
Good old Renee.
Well, now she's been a witness to your love and devotion to me.
And your loyalty to me.
I think that her jealousy will make her even more creditable.
You know, you're going to come across as Max's victim. The woman who wouldn't leave a man, not if a hound dog was in heat. This plan's moving along, Gabrielle. You better be ready.
Oh, indeed I am.
Doctor, please, what is going on? Why did you need to see me so quickly?
You know what, let's go in here. You can talk more comfortably in here.
I don't need to be comfortable until I know why I'm here. Now, what is the matter with my son?
We thought we had all the time in the world to get to know everything there is to know about each other.
But now we don't.
No. But we have here and we have now, and we have what we feel. And I think that's enough. So if you still want me, I want us to get married right away, just as soon as possible.
I still want you.
That's right. I mean, why else would you run away like this, huh?
Well, Maybe because I can't stand you, Todd.
No, that would explain you running away all the way, like across town. But look at you, Blair. You're like a million miles from nowhere.
Well, maybe because I wanted to go someplace where you couldn't get to me.
You looking for Dr. Livingston? You know you're in the wrong continent, Blair. You know you're in the wrong century, too.
You're not funny, Todd.
You know, there's nothing funny about you coming all the way down here trying to have a baby with nobody taking care of you except some little witch doctor.
She's a midwife.
Whatever. The point is you could be in a hospital back in Lambview, Puke Green Hospital with lots of pills and beeping machines.
Time out here. I thought that we were talking about my alleged feelings for you.
Yeah, well, we are. That's why you're here. And you're so desperate to get away from Lambview. You're so desperate you're going to climb on an airplane even though you're 7 months pregnant. You know, you're not supposed to fly when you're flying for two, Blair. I don't know if anybody explained that to you, but, you know, that thing that happened to you when you were in the airport is probably a result of flying.
Well, no, it wasn't. I tell you what, Todd, you should try being pregnant just one time. No picnic.
Well, that doesn't explain why you would come here. Take a chance. You know, you're at the edge of the wilderness here, some outpost. It's not exactly the cutting edge of medical care. You know, if that thing that happened to you at the airport turns out to be serious.
No, you're bringing up what happened at the airport again. What?
Well, what do you want to talk about? The weather?
You're worried about me, aren't you?
No. I'm worried. Star's worried about you, and I'm worried about Star worrying about you.
You told Star that I had some trouble, some pains at the Mexican airport?
No? What, do you think I'm a moron? I mean, she's going to find out, though. You know how sneaky she is. And, well, you know, I figured that she would want to know how you were doing.
Oh, really? Well, why didn't you send someone over here to check on me? Or you know what? Maybe that person that you had following me down here, huh?
Do you have any idea how hard it is to get good Mexican food in Pennsylvania?
Yeah, see, I do think that, you were worried about me, Todd.
Yeah, I was worried about you, and now I'm worried about you. I'm worried about you having delusions about people worrying about you.
You still love me. That's why you came all this way. Because you want me back.
You think it's over? It's not. I'm gonna cut your heart out, lover boy. And there won't be a drop of blood.
Can I help you?
I'll bet you can.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
One life to live.
It's your moment of truth. It's now or never.
There's something I have to come clean about.
I swear I'll tell you everything.
But when? I only want to help you.
I don't need your help.
Come on, Jen, answer the phone.
Sky returns to Port Charles. What's on her agenda this time? Find out next on General Hospital. Tuesday.
Never a dull moment around you, Miss McGuire.
These defense lawyers know their clients well.
I'm a dancer.
I think I've seen you dance.
Maybe a little too well.
Is this your father?
Don't point your finger at me.
Shut up, Daddy.
Did he flip me off?
On an all-new Philly. Tuesday at 10/9 Central on ABC. Viewer discretion advised.